Hi there, it's Phil from Scholarcy. In this short video, we're going to look at how we can export our summary flashcards from Scholarcy Library into a reference manager to create nice referenced summaries and a bibliography in a couple of clicks. So I'm using the new look Scholarcy Library here, and I've got a collection of articles in a folder. And each of these contains our summary flashcard, and I want to generate a literature review from this basically. So the first step is I click on the Move, Export and Delete button, and I click on Export Documents. I'm going to select all my documents here, but you can just select individual ones. Now the file format we're going to export to is Research Interchange System, and this is a file format that's used by many reference managers such as Zotero, EndNote and others. And the reason we're using this is we can also embed extra information in here, such as our own notes or the Scholarcy highlights and Scholarcy summary that's been generated for each paper. So I'm going to select RIS here. I'm going to export the files, and it's going to it's going to download a file onto our computer. And then I'm going to switch to my reference manager. In this case, I'm using Zotero, but this should work with EndNote or other reference managers as well. I'm going to import this file, select the file that I exported from Scholarcy, and it's going to bring these references in along with their summary and highlights that Scholarcy generated. And this will take a couple of seconds, maybe about 10-15 seconds. Okay, and there it is. So we have all the articles from Scholarcy, but now they're in our reference manager, and so we can cite them. So the first thing we might want to do is create a bibliography from these. So in Zotero, I can just select my items and do create bibliography. Now the great thing about this is we can use any referencing style that we want that Zotero supports. So if we want to convert these Scholarcy flashcards into APA references, we can do that here. And then we just choose a format. We can either save them as a text file, as a web page, or copy them to the clipboard. So I can just do that now, export that, and then we can open that in Word or reference from it. But the other cool thing though is that with all these references now, we've got the summary information. So we've got information that Scholarcy extracted for us. So we've got like the study participants, for example. We've got the main key findings and highlights of each paper. And these are all embedded in the reference and available to generate a report. So again, if I select all these and right click, and in this case now I'm going to generate report from items, what Zotero has done is for each article is given me the abstract and the reference, and then we've got all the information that Scholarcy extracted for each article. And then we can save this as a file, and we could use this as the basis for our annotated bibliography if we want to reference this information or quote from a study, for example. We've got all this information to hand for each one. Great, so that was just a quick example of how we can integrate information from our Scholarcy library with our reference manager and create a bibliography and a report from that information. Thanks very much, and speak to you soon.